Imagine, if you will, a house, not just any house, but a house with a story so chilling it could freeze the blood in your veins. Looming ominously against the desolate, moonlit landscape, the house stands. It's an imposing structure, its dark silhouette a stark contrast against the pale light of the moon. Its age, an enigma. The house has been here as long as anyone can remember. Its time-worn facade bearing the scars of countless decades, perhaps even centuries. Its location? Nothing short of eerie. It's nestled in a remote, desolate area, where the only sounds to be heard are the mournful hoots of an owl or the distant howl of a wolf. Now let's talk about the rumors. They're the kind that would make your skin crawl, the kind that would make you question the safety of your own home. The house, they say, is haunted. Eerie lights are often seen flickering through the cracked windows, and on stormy nights you can hear wailing cries that echo through the surrounding wilderness. They say the house is cursed, that those who dare to enter are never seen again. But these are just rumors, right? Yet, as you approach the house, a shiver runs down your spine. A cold gust of wind seems to whisper warnings in your ear. The rustling leaves seem to murmur tales of horror, and the very air seems to throb with an unseen menace. The house stands silent and ominous, its dark windows like vacant eyes, watching, waiting. It's as if the house itself is alive, a silent sentinel harboring unspeakable horrors within its crumbling walls. The anticipation is palpable, the dread almost tangible. As you stand before this house of horrors, you can't help but feel a sense of impending doom. The rumors, the legends, the chilling tales, they all seem to converge, forming a dark cloud of fear and apprehension. As our tale begins, we find ourselves standing at the threshold of this forsaken dwelling. The roots of this house are steeped in tales of horror and mystery. Its history is a dark tapestry woven with chilling anecdotes and grim events, each thread adding to the shroud of fear that engulfs it. Imagine, if you will, a house that has seen more tragedy than a Shakespearean play. The first occupants, the wealthy and influential Blackwood family, met a tragic end. Their lives cut short, abruptly and violently, leaving no heirs to carry on their legacy. The details of their demise remain shrouded in mystery, but locals whisper of a curse that befell the family. Then came the Harrisons, who were driven to madness within these very walls. Strange occurrences plagued their time here, objects moving of their own accord, eerie voices echoing in the dead of night, and an unshakable feeling of being watched. The house seemed to come alive, its blood-soaked past seeping into the present. The Harrisons left, their minds fractured by the relentless torment. Fast forward to the last family who dared to call this place home, the Millers. They were skeptics, dismissing the tales as mere folklore, but they too fell victim to the house's sinister charm. Unexplainable events became the norm, casting a shadow of dread over their lives. It wasn't long before they too succumbed to the house, their untimely demises adding another layer to its dark history. Throughout the years, many have attempted to explain these strange occurrences. Some say it's haunted by the restless souls of its former occupants. Others believe a malevolent entity resides within, feeding off the fear it instills. But one thing is clear, this house is no ordinary dwelling. It's a place where logic and reason are twisted, where the veil between our world and the unknown is thin. Every wall of this house has witnessed terror. Every room echoes with the silent screams of its past. A house steeped in such a dark history, it's no wonder that it's come to be known as the Bloody House. And perhaps, just perhaps, its history isn't quite finished being written. In a house like this, the living are not the only occupants. Imagine walking through cold, barren halls, where the only sound is the echo of your own footsteps. But then, just as you start to believe you're alone, a chilling gust of wind brushes past you. It's not just air, it's a presence that doesn't belong to the realm of the living. There have been countless reports of strange and unexplainable occurrences within these walls. Apparitions have been seen, flickering in and out of existence, their spectral forms caught in an eternal dance between this world and the next. They're not simply shadows cast by the flicker of candlelight, but echoes of a time long past, forever etched into the very fabric of this place. But it's not just the sight of these apparitions that send shivers down the spine. It's the sounds. Strange, eerie sounds that fill the silence of the night. The whispering of voices, too faint to discern yet too distinct to ignore. The soft, distant sound of laughter that floats through the air, remnants of joy now twisted into a chilling melody. And then there are the objects that seem to move on their own accord. A chair sliding across the room, a door creaking open, a picture frame tilting to the side. These are not mere tricks of the mind or the result of a draft. They are manifestations of the unseen, reminders that we are not alone. The fear and unease one would feel in such a place is indescribable. It's a sense of dread that grips you from within, a chill that seeps into your bones. It's the realization that you're sharing this space with entities unknown, entities that lurk in the shadows, just beyond the corner of your eye. In this house, nothing is as it seems, and the unseen is far more terrifying than the seen. The brave or foolhardy have tried to uncover the secrets of this house. Over the years, a myriad of paranormal investigators have found themselves drawn to the house like moths to a flame. The house, shrouded in mystery and drenched in blood, seems to whisper its secrets to those daring enough to listen. These investigators, armed with their tools of the trade, EVP recorders, infrared cameras, and a steely resolve, have ventured into the dark recesses of the house, hoping to capture evidence of the otherworldly. They've walked the creaky floors, peered into the darkness of the cellar, and dared to challenge the unseen forces that lurk within the house's cold stone walls. Their experiences, to say the least, have been chilling. Tales abound of investigators hearing disembodied voices whispering in the dead of night, of seeing shadowy figures darting past in the blink of an eye, of feeling an icy hand brush against their skin in rooms where the air stands still. Inexplicable temperature drops, flickering lights, and objects moving of their own accord have all been reported. Findings from these investigations, though often dismissed as mere trickery or imagination by skeptics, have been intriguing. EVP recordings have captured voices, sometimes faint, sometimes chillingly clear, speaking in hushed tones or screaming in terror. Infrared cameras have picked up heat signatures where there should be none. And then there are the personal experiences, the feelings of being watched, the sense of dread that permeates the air, the inexplicable fear that grips even the most hardened investigator. Have these investigations debunked any of the legends or rumors? On the contrary, they've only served to reinforce them. The house, it seems, is not one to give up its secrets easily. Each investigation, each encounter only adds another layer to the enigma that is the bloody house. Many entered with skepticism, only to leave with a newfound belief in the supernatural. For the blood-soaked walls of the house continue to bear silent witness to the horrors of the past, refusing to let the living forget the tormented souls that once walked its halls. The bloody house stands a chilling monument to the unknown. As we draw our journey to a close, the chilling events and the dark history of the house come together, painting a haunting picture. A portrait of fear, painted in blood and shrouded in darkness. The house, a silent witness to countless horrors, holds its secrets tightly, like a clam clutching its precious pearl. The blood-soaked walls have seen it all, from the sinister incidents of the past to the eerie occurrences of the present. The chilling echoes of the past reverberate through its hollow halls, serving as a constant reminder of its brutal history. The house, bathed in an eternal twilight, seems to be in a perpetual state of mourning for the lives it has claimed and the souls it has trapped. The local community, living in the shadow of this monstrous edifice, is filled with tales of the house's haunting, whispers of apparitions, strange noises, and inexplicable happenings have become a part of their everyday lives. The house, with its malevolent presence, has etched its place in the collective consciousness of the community, leaving a scar that refuses to heal. Yet the mystery surrounding the house remains, wrapped in an enigma and shrouded in a riddle. The house, a Pandora's box of untold horrors, continues to baffle and bewilder. Its story, like a complex labyrinth, is filled with twists and turns, dead ends and false leads. The house, a silent storyteller, tells a tale that is as chilling as it is intriguing. Despite our investigation, the house remains a puzzle, an unsolvable enigma. Its secrets, locked away in the depths of its dark heart, continue to elude us. And perhaps that's for the best. After all, not all mysteries are meant to be solved. Some are better left untouched, buried in the sands of time, never to be unearthed. As we leave this house of horror behind, we are reminded that some mysteries are better left unsolved.